The title of today's video is A Sneak Preview of the Story of Your Life. The subtitle that we've given this video is The Finger of God Writes Your Life Story. If you are a teenager, or if you are in your 20s or 30s or 40s or even older, think about this. Whether yours is a long life story or a life story short, the finger of God is writing the history of your days and your years. Your life story is not in an article in The Guardian or the Daily Mail, where your name and lifestyle are public. This book about your life here on earth is written in heaven. Now that should be interesting and pleasing, shouldn't it? Ever wondered what the content and sound of your life story reads like or sounds like? It shows some deep understanding of who you are emotionally, intellectually, and spiritually. This sneak preview gives you an opportunity to see facets of your life story before anybody else.
Your story obviously has many other characters that play a part at different times and then go off the stage of your life. But you are the main character, the main hero in your story. All the things you think, feel, and all your actions. What about the events that paint a good picture of you and aspects you want to keep secret? There are also exciting twists in the story of your life. The words and deeds, worries and joys in the memory lyrics and memory express of your mind and heart. The real-life discoveries you have made and the lessons you learned in the journey of life. They are selected for inclusion in the book. One life lesson that the book describes is the life lesson that it is not how heavy the load is. It is your spiritual strength that helps you carry the burdens.
The other lesson that you learned and which the book records is this one. It is the way you share the pains and hurts of others that counts. Makes you think, doesn't it? Much like the life lesson quote that says, "Take time for what matters when it matters." What about the chapter that describes your discovery that if you believe in God through Jesus Christ, all things are possible?
Chapter 4 is devoted to your resolve and struggles. This is a chapter full of surprise discoveries you made, like this one. It is not true that only people with a strong desire to succeed will achieve success. Or this one, through Christ, you have proved that it is a lie that only those with the ability to change as conditions change will make it in life. And the other discovery you made, that it is a lie that only people from the right side of town with the right background can make headway in life. Most definitely, your life story includes a chapter about crazy times like the pandemic, how you and nearly everyone you knew experienced suffering, family anxiety, school disruptions, loss of family and friends through death by COVID-19, unemployment, financial hardships, church lockdowns. Looking back over your life, you learned that crazy times do not last forever.
Only God and His Word last forever, but you are the living, breathing evidence that your story is not over yet. God has not put a full stop or written finished to your life. So God will take you to where He ordained you to be, on time, not a day before or a year later. Yes, your story says that God helped you to make it through it all. Think about it. Your life and times lived from birthday to birthday, all in the context of being surrounded by all kinds of people, places that were safe, risky, some exciting and some strange, things that surprised and often challenged you. Right now, you can take the time to fill in some of the details from your own experiences or imagination. After all, it's your story. With God, you have learned that you will survive through any exceedingly trying period. You will make it. What a wonder He is. So those truths will feature in your story. By the finger of God, history is busy recording the story of your life, one line at a time, one page at a time. lines where reason and reality smothered your faith, and they describe when abnormal and pressing times confronted you.
Paragraphs that vividly explain how you lacked good sense or judgment, yet the invisible hand of God on and over your life keep you safe and healthy and brought you through to today. The story of your life is not the perfect textbook or manual on how to live this life. For that, people must go to the life of Jesus Christ in the Bible. Your story is one of a person capable of making mistakes, of being liable to err, not perfect, failing often. And were it not for the mercy and grace of God, you would be a forgotten memory and destined for the dustbin of history. But you survived. God kept you by His power under adverse or unusual circumstances. Tough times when God, by sheer miracles, put food on your table and a roof over your head and clothes on your back. You are an objective reality, alive, full of life, true to life. One day at a time, one page a day. Sometimes stressed, sometimes at ease. It has not been all smooth sailing. Often, the seas of life demanded great effort. You strived to achieve. You learnt how to cope in most situations. Looking at the sneak preview of the book of your life, you now see clearly how God will not let circumstances and situations inflict us with more pain than we can bear.
Will the story of your life have a detailed chapter on how God intervened in the daily affairs of your life? Well, the finger of God is writing the story of your life, and the evidence is there and true. Indeed, it was hard not to worry when the waves crashed on and around you. For no reason, the waves just seemed to change so suddenly. Indeed, often peace of mind was disturbed. Your experience is that running to shelter in God has brought peace, calm, and comfort. God's intervention sometimes was direct and carried the signature of God. At other times, God worked behind the scenes of your life and on your behalf to make a way where it seemed there was no way, when it seemed it was impossible, when it seemed you were in a dead-end situation. The final line in that chapter says, God's love never ends, and His mercies are new every morning. Now here is an interesting question for you. What would you like to read in the story of your life? Well, do I hear you say, the story of my life must never show that I let my wealth, achievement, independence, busyness, or hard times make me indifferent to and distant and distracted from God and the things of God? In the story of my life, I would not like to read that I was ungrateful to God or had the attitude that I was not easily impressed, excited, or bothered about God and His expectations. No, these things must not have any place on any page in the story of my life. I have not become arrogant, disrespectful. No, not in the story of my life. Please subscribe to our channel. Just press the subscribe button that you'll see on your screen and the bell. Your subscription is absolutely free, and that will make sure that whenever we publish a video, which we do once a week, you would be notified of it. Thank you very much.
Please share this video on all the social platforms you use. That way, you can help to inspire and even transform another life. Sharing this video can be your way of keeping the faith and sharing the Christian faith. This is Joel's Spiritual Lounge saying, have a great life and a better day. Thank you.